At this time, we'd like to take a moment to inform you of the specific flight locations on the parade field, as viewed from the bleachers from your left to your right. Academic Excellence Flight, Flight 184, led by Technical Sergeant Mateus Tercero. Flight 185, led by Technical Sergeant Andrew Schreck. PT Excellence Flight, Flight 186, led by Staff Sergeant Elaine Garcia. Flight 187, led by Technical Sergeant Travis Lage. Flight 188, led by Technical Sergeant Nina Cephalou. Flight 189, led by Technical Sergeant Tyree Porter. In the center of the parade field is the Color Guard, led by Technical Sergeant J.R. Robbins. The Drum and Bugle Corps, Flight 197, led by Technical Sergeant Kevin Bird. The flights selected to carry our national, state, and territorial flags are Flight 195 and Flight 196, led by Technical Sergeant Delaney Miles. Flight 190, led by Master Sergeant John Ridley. Flight 191, led by Technical Sergeant Alexander Davis. Flight 192, led by Technical Sergeant Colin Gentry. Flight 193, led by Technical Sergeant Fausto Gill. Flight 194, led by Staff Sergeant Griffin Bryan. At this time, please find a place to sit. Thank you, and enjoy today's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the arrival of our official party. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the invocation given by Chaplain Gwynn.
I invite you to join with me in prayer on this glorious morning. Gracious and almighty God, we pause and thank you for this joyous occasion that brings us together as airmen, leaders, families, and friends. We celebrate on this special day of achievement these airmen of the 320th Training Squadron. We recognize the sacrifices made to become members of the world's greatest Air Force. Separation from family and loved ones, weeks of training, the physical demands, all that brought them here today, ready to serve. May these Gators of the 320th Training Squadron always live with honor, knowing that you can't stop the rock. We recognize that these airmen did not arrive here on their own, and so we thank you for their families and their friends who equally made sacrifices possible. We offer our gratitude to the men and the women of the 320th Training Squadron for the countless hours invested in these young airmen. Loving God, we ask your blessing upon these families, friends, instructors, and staff for the investment they have made in these airmen's lives. For these men and women about to graduate and for all military personnel deployed around the world, we ask in the words of the prophet that the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. It's in your most holy name we do pray. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Good morning, and welcome to today's Basic Military Training Graduation Ceremony. we would like to introduce our distinguished guests, beginning with the host for today's ceremony. The Commander, Air Force Basic Military Training, Colonel Jeff Pixley. The Senior Enlisted Leader, Air Force Basic Military Training, Chief Master Sergeant Dan Anderson. The Reviewing Official, the Commander, 914th Air Refueling Wing, Colonel Laura Morrison. The Senior Enlisted Leader, the Command Chief, 914th Air Refueling Wing, Chief Master Sergeant Donald Scott Peters, accompanied by his wife, Yvonne. From the graduating squadron, the Commander, 320th Training Squadron, Lieutenant Colonel Gerald Fenster, accompanied by his wife, Gina. The Senior Enlisted Leader, 320th Training Squadron, Chief Master Sergeant Jennifer Smalls. Also in attendance today, the Commander, 81st Training Wing, Colonel Jason Allen, accompanied by his wife, Maya. The Command Chief, 148th Fighter Wing, Chief Master Sergeant Joseph Mickelton, accompanied by his wife, Jolene. The Acting Command Chief, 37th Training Wing, Chief Master Sergeant Yusuf Saab. Ladies and gentlemen, rendering a flying salute to our graduated airmen is a KC-135 Strato tanker, call sign Bison 82. Bison 82 is flown by Major Chris Pike, Major Jared Cummins, and Captain David Carr. The boom operators for the aircraft are Senior Master Sergeant Aaron Aikenbach and Technical Sergeant Mike Randolph. This aircraft is from the 328th Air Refueling Squadron, 914th Air Refueling Wing, Niagara Falls, Air Reserve Base, New York. Although time does not permit us to introduce all of our distinguished guests, the 737 Training Group is proud to welcome each of you. We hope you enjoy today's ceremony. Our Commander of Airmen is Master Sergeant Precious Roy. Colonel Laura Morrison will review today's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the national anthem. Thank you. Please be seated.
Ma'am, the parade is over.
Take your coat. March! March!
Ma'am, all presents are accounted for.
Copy the order.
Attention to order. Detail for today. Documented officers of the day. Medical sergeant Gutierrez. By order of Lieutenant Colonel Spencer. Officers.
Over the last 7.5 weeks, the men and women before you have transformed from civilians into motivated, disciplined warriors with the foundation to serve in the most powerful military the world has ever known. Once they leave basic military training, they will continue on to technical training to learn the skills needed to perform in one of 118 specialties. They will then move on to serve at one of 84 installations around the globe or work directly with our sister services. As they move on to technical training, they will continue to focus on adapting to military requirements, achieving occupational proficiency, and learning how to be highly productive members of the armed forces. These men and women will prepare for increased responsibilities and must ensure they are trained, qualified, and ready to deploy and operate in an expeditionary environment. These graduates are the future of our national defense and will pave the way for the generations that will follow. .737 Training Group, United States Air Force, Joint Base San Antonio, Lackland, Texas. Subject, Commander's Excellence. The Commander's Excellence streamer is awarded to Flight 187 for their significant accomplishments demonstrating teamwork, excellence, and esprit de corps during the period of 17 January 2023 to 9 March 2023. Signed, Jeffrey Pixley, Colonel, United States Air Force. The Commander's Excellence Flight was led by Technical Sergeant Darrell Baldwin and Technical Sergeant Travis Lage. Of the hundreds of thousands of American citizens that enter the workforce each year, less than 1% have joined the ranks of the United States military. The graduates before you have reached a milestone in their military journey and will require your continued support to assist them in their future endeavors. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates passing in review today represent a portion of the 35,000 men and women who will complete basic military training this year. The 737 training group provides all recruits the essential military training to become motivated members of the world's greatest Air Force. The military training instructors are responsible for the indoctrination, development, and discipline of the airmen. They have dedicated endless hours to ensure all training objectives are met. Today's graduates have proven through academic studies, military training, physical training, and the development of teamwork that they are ready to take their place in the United States Armed Forces. As our graduates turn left onto the bomb run to pass and review, they will march over the enlisted heroes' wall. The men and women recognized on the papers have been awarded our nation's highest honors, representing heroic and unselfish actions as members of the United States military in armed conflict. Their decorations include 9 Medals of Honor, 23 Air Force Crosses, and 162 Silver Stars, awarded for bravery during encounters with hostile enemy combatants. These enlisted heroes serve to inspire all service members to execute their duties courageously and with honor in their service to this great nation. We would like to direct your attention to our national, state, and territorial flags. As these flags pass in review, please stand and render the appropriate courtesies for our national flag. As a reminder, military members and veterans in uniform will stand at attention and render a salute. We ask that our civilian guests stand and place their right hand over their hearts. Veterans and military members not in uniform may either render a salute or place their right hand over their heart. Once the flags have passed, please be courteous of others and be seated in order to allow our guests the opportunity to view the flags as they pass in review. Passing in review, the Commander of Airmen, Master Sergeant Precious Roy, Military Training Instructor, Hometown, Birmingham, Alabama. Band Flag, Flight 197, led by Technical Sergeant Kevin Bird, Military Training Instructor, Hometown, Saratoga, Florida. Excellence Flight 186, led by Staff Sergeant Elaine Garcia, Military Training Instructor, Hometown, Jacksonville, Florida. Commander's Excellence Flight 187, led by Technical Sergeant Travis Lage, Military Training Instructor, Hometown, Fishers, Indiana. Flight 188, led by Technical Sergeant Nina Sepulur, Military Training Instructor, Hometown, Aurora, Illinois. Flight 189, led by Technical Sergeant Tyree Porter, Military Training Instructor Trainer, Hometown, Flint, Michigan. The Color Guard, led by Technical Sergeant J.R. Robbins, Military Training Instructor, Hometown, St. Robert, Missouri. The flights selected to carry our national, state, and territorial flags are Academic Excellence Flight, Flight 195, and Flight 196, led by Technical Sergeant Delaney Miles, Master Military Training Instructor, hometown, Prince George County, Maryland. Flight 190, led by Master Sergeant John Ridley, Military Training Instructor, hometown, LaSalle, Illinois. Flight 191, led by Technical Sergeant Alexander Davis, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Conway, Arkansas. Flight 192, led by Technical Sergeant Colin Gentry, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Kingsford, Michigan. Flight 193, led by Technical Sergeant Fausto Gill, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Houston, Texas. Flight 194, led by Staff Sergeant Griffin Bryan, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Traverse, Michigan. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing and singing of the Air Force song. Thank you. You may be seated. Musical support for this morning's ceremony has been provided by the graduates from Flight 197, performing under the direction of Master Sergeant Nathan Held, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Yorba Linda, California. These individuals have been hand-selected to perform for today's ceremony. In addition to completing all basic training syllabus and training requirements, Drum and Bugle Corps members commit additional training hours to practice throughout their weeks of training. Their extra effort and commitment demonstrate teamwork and the Air Force's core value, service before self. With each drum and bugle performance, they honor the long-standing tradition of live music at formal military ceremonies. We would like to take a moment to congratulate all of our honor graduates as well as their families. Basic military training honor graduates distinguish themselves by being ranked in the top 10% of all graduates in their class. The exceptional personal dedication, integrity, service before self, and sustained excellence they displayed throughout basic military training earned them this outstanding distinction. As the flights march forward for the oath of enlistment, we would like to thank all of the families and friends who are here in support of those graduating today. On behalf of the United States military and basic military training, we extend our thanks to the many friends and families of America for your support of our mission and the greatest air power the world has ever known. Your words of encouragement helped motivate these graduates through 7.5 weeks of basic military training. Ladies and gentlemen, Colonel Morrison will now come forward and address our graduating class.
So good morning, everyone, and welcome. What an honor it is to look out in the audience and see all of the families joining us today. 7.5 weeks ago, you entrusted us with the nation's most valuable treasure, your loved one. Your support has pushed these airmen to successfully complete basic military training and join the world's greatest Air Force. I want to take this opportunity and thank you for your support, your encouragement, and most importantly, thank you for your trust. It is my great honor to introduce the airmen from the 320th Training Squadron as our nation's newest airmen. So I'm just going to talk to the families here for just a minute, and you can see me pacing like a caged lion between these two markers right here. I want to walk all the way down there to the end, but they won't let me. They said, gotta stay in between the bricks, ma'am. So just know that I am speaking with all of you today, and I want to say thank you again. Thank you for your loved ones, and we will take care of them. So yesterday was a good day. You got to see your airmen run. You got to put your arms around them for the first time in 7.5 weeks. And they probably, when you took them out, they probably told you some stories. They told you stories of their training, their academics, their fitness, their friendships. But did they tell you 2 important skills that they've learned? They've learned to make their bed and clean a bathroom. Right. Do not let them go home and tell you otherwise. Because I stood out there 33 years ago, and I'm pretty sure those skills are still hot. I guarantee that. So I know that I am the thing right now that is in between you and your loved one. So I'm only going to ask for a few more minutes of your time and your patience. But I will leave you with this. If on your way to your airman, your loved one, if you see one of these individuals down here in these hats with the round brims, stop and shake their hands. They're military training instructors. They are the ones that have been in charge of your airmen for the last 7.5 weeks. They do this job with excellence and with passion. Stop and shake their hand and tell them thank you. They deserve our honor and our appreciation. Thank you very much. Trainees, today you cross a threshold and start a new chapter. In a moment, you will have completed basic military training and be part of the most powerful Air Force on the planet. Congratulations, you are part of an elite team. I have spent my entire adult life serving as a member of this Air Force in this family, and there is nothing more rewarding than serving and protecting our nation. Before you walk away today, I would like you to stop for just a moment. Just, when this is all over, just take a moment out in the field and reflect on what you just accomplished. You got on a bus 7.5 weeks ago. You were nervous, you were unsure, you were untrained. You are now an American Airman. You're trained, confident, and ready for the next challenge. Whether you are going home to serve or you are going far away, some of you are going to immediately go to a different country. Never forget where you came from and what you stand for. You are our future. Now, you've been told this many times before, and at this point it may sound a little repetitive, but I challenge you to embrace it. Learn your job, and as you're learning your job, and you continue to grow and develop your professional skills and your abilities as airmen, think about how you can make what you are doing better, faster, more efficient. How can you transform your organization and the United States? Each of you have talents that our nation needs. You have come forward, you have raised your hand, and now you are charged with protecting and serving the United States of America and its people. Serve with dignity and respect. I have just one question for you. Are you ready to join the ranks of the world's greatest Air Force? I think they're ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand as Colonel Morrison will now administer the oath of enlistment. Instructors, place your flights at attention.
Now raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear. That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States. Against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. And that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States. And the orders of the officers appointed above me. According to the regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So help me God.
Thank you, Colonel Morrison. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing while our graduates recite the Airman's Creed and for the departure of the official party. I am an American Airman.
Guardian place cadence. 1, 2, cadence, play.
As a reminder, military members and veterans in uniform will stand at attention and render a salute as the U.S. flags pass. We ask that our civilian guests stand and place their right hand over their heart. Veterans and military members not in uniform may either render a salute or place their right hand over their heart. Once the flags have passed, please be courteous of others and be seated in order to allow our guests the opportunity to view the flights as they pass. And to the right of the reviewing stand